I feel like a whale.
I don't know if the keto's working already. Okay, keto.
Is that not the most delicious plate you've ever seen? Oh, I could smell the carbs. I don't want that. I want chocolate.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. Every time I try to go, something keeps telling me that. Yeah, a lot of the building. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you. So definitely it was meant to be. Yeah, I know what this is.
Hey girl, hey, welcome back to a new vlog. If you watched last week's vlog, you know your girl has decided to go keto. I am doing a keto march, 30 days of keto. By the way, this vlog is going to be very centered around my journey on keto, but it's going to be very much like what I eat type of content, just because I know that a lot of you guys really do enjoy when I share my food. You guys know that I'm working a full-time job, so a lot of times I'm sharing things that I can take for lunch that will reheat well. I was at work today, heading home, and I figured I'd turn on the camera and just chat with you guys a little bit about how my first official work day went on keto. So it was okay for the most part. I feel like my hardest adjustment was like from 2 to 4 p.m. just because that time at work, two things happen. I either get really sleepy, like out of nowhere, or I get this like crazy hunger, and it's snack time usually. And that's when I'll do things like go to the vending machine, or just like, you know, when I go on lunch, I'll pick up like a donut or something. I typically take like a late lunch anyways, so I'll like go quickly to Dunkin's and get an iced coffee and a donut, like something just completely unhealthy like that. I will just do that, you know. And part of me going on this challenge, because this is exactly how I'm seeing it, I hope maybe it turns into a lifestyle, but I'm being realistic right now. It is strictly a challenge. My fiance and I are literally competing against each other. We want to push ourselves to really do our best on this diet. So I'm seeing it as a challenge, and truly I'm just like, no, we're gonna take it serious, and I'm not falling into any of those things. So again, my hardest challenge today was from those hours, like 2 to 4-ish, just fighting those cravings to like want to go to the vending machine, pick up a bag of Doritos or something. And that was probably the hardest part, but it still wasn't too hard, because I have been trying over the course of the last couple months really to cut back on just doing the excessive going out to get treats, like just eating a bunch of junk food. I've been doing a much better job at cutting back on those types of things. So yeah, overall I felt good. I felt very satiated with my food. I did pack myself 2 eggs. I soft boiled them, 2 pieces of ham steak, made myself a cheeseburger patty this morning. What else did I pack? Also packed myself some sharp cheddar cheese and some pickled onions, which I have been loving pickled onions, you guys. Truly, when I become obsessed with something, I swear to God, it becomes a part of my personality. I love me a pickled onion so bad right now. It is truly ridiculous. So you're not gonna let me go? You're a bird. I kind of just put it all together in the bowl, and I just mixed it up, and it was actually really good, full of protein, and it really did keep me satiated. Even though I did have a moment where I did kind of want to snack on things, it was really good because I was able to just stop myself, recognize what was happening, and just drink water. I'm trying to tell myself, know the difference between when you're hungry, like truly hungry, or when you're just dehydrated and need water. So I said, nope, no snacks for you, have some water. And that's, oh no, I lied. I did have a little bit of snacks. I had some pork rinds. Something that I did not show you guys is I packed myself one of the bags of pork rinds that I bought last week. I packed a bag of those this morning, and I brought it to work, and I left it in my drawer, my snack drawer in my office, so that if I ever felt an inkling to have like a snack, I could just have some pork rinds, which are keto approved. Okay? So all of that to say, day 1 at work was a success. I didn't cheat. I felt okay. Energy wise, I felt good. I had 1 cup of tea this morning. So more to come. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to be making some chicken drumsticks, and I'm also going to be making some tilapia that I have thawing in the fridge. So yeah, that is going to be the dinner plan. I'm on my way to get the little ones, and then I'm heading home, and I'm going to be prepping dinner. So I'll show you guys dinner in a little bit. Show the girls. Can I show the girls? All right, for the mothers, I got a package that my baby loves. I can already tell she's going to love it. I got these little squeezy toys. So guys, I don't know if you guys use the like bath toys, but a couple months ago I found mold in one of the little rubber ducks that go in the bathtub, because they have those holes in them. That gagged me so disgusting, you guys. I found all the rubber ducks, and I threw every single one away after I saw that. I went on Amazon and I got this pack, super cheap, under $10, and it brings all these little animals, and they have no holes, because she still loves her little rubber toys to play with for bath time at night. But obviously, we want to be safe and make sure that they don't have any holes in them. So, Piggy, yeah, what does a piggy do? Oink, oink. They don't have any holes in them, which means they are mold and bacteria free. So I'm gonna give these all a wash. I'm gonna give them to her to play with. So figured I'd share that with you guys. For dinner, we're doing 2 grilled fillets of tilapia. Then I have here 2 drumsticks with a little bit of barbecue sauce on top. And then I have a bowl of radish. I'm not going to be eating all of this radish. It's too much. And I think it's also not a good idea with keto because it could get a little high in the carb content if you're eating too much of it. But I really haven't had much carbs today, if at all any. So I could afford to have some radishes. And I'm going to do this as my side dish just because, to be really honest, I'm kind of struggling to figure out what I could be doing as side dishes. So while I figure that out, I'm just going to eat what I have, and I have radishes on hand, so that's what I'm doing. This bowl is going to be shared between me, Andrew, and my little one because my oldest won't eat radishes. I'm so hungry that I can't even think straight, so I need to get into this food right now. Good morning, you guys. It is 5:56 a.m. I'm actually running extremely late. I like to be out of the house most mornings by like 5:30 so that I can get to the gym before 6 and have a little bit more time for my workout. But I definitely snoozed a little more than I should have. But I'm about to head out, and I wanted to quickly show you guys what I'm going to be having for food today at work. I literally made the same exact thing for lunch that I had yesterday because genuinely decision fatigue is a real thing, and like right now, if it works, I don't need to change it. Again, we're having 2 ham steaks, a 80% lean ground beef, 20% fat burger with a slice of cheese on top, 2 soft boiled eggs. I packed a little bit of pickled onion, love them, and some sharp cheddar cheese here. I have pork rinds in the office that I brought yesterday, so I don't need to take that for a snack. I forgot that I had bought this thing, and I'm so happy I have it now just because it kind of compartmentalizes everything. I need to remember to buy myself a lunch bag, because truly, this is so ghetto. Not it, y'all. A plastic bag. I deserve better than this. This is not okay. I'm going to be buying myself a lunch bag today. It's going to be on my to-do list. And the other thing that I have here is my protein powder. I'm going to be having this right after my workout. This is 30 grams of protein to start my day. So yeah, let's go to the gym. I haven't updated you since this morning. I don't think.
Mommy.
Yes?
Daddy agua.
Where's Daddy agua? Where's your agua? Go get your agua. Today was a day at work, but I will say today was a better day than yesterday. I did end up having that weird little, you know, I want a snack. I want a little snack from like 2 to 4. But what I did today, which I found to be very helpful, was I had one of these packets. These electrolyte packets, and I put it in my giant like water jug at work. I feel like that really held me over. These are a little sweets. I naturally have a very big sweet tooth, and I love me some sweets. So that's like the hardest part, you know. The girls today are gonna share a donut for dessert. I just want you guys to look at it because it's really beautiful, and I just want to smell it. Like I just want to get a little whiff. I'm so used to like getting a little bite from their donuts and their desserts, and today I can't get a bite. Look at how beautiful, and I can't have any of it. Oh, I could smell the carbs. Yes. Guys, she's obsessed with these toys. She's still loving them. What is this? Is it a koala? No, for real, what animal is this? What animal is that, y'all? What is this? What's that?
What's it?
You know what that is?
Look, it's harder.
Oh, they can't see you, baby. A turtle, yeah? I just fed the girls. They had pasta tonight. I made some fettuccine pasta for them with meat sauce. It was like ground beef that I had like from the burgers and stuff, so I just made that. I threw that over some fettuccine with some Parmesan cheese on top, and they loved it. So they just had dinner, so now I'm about to make my dinner and Andrew's dinner. We're each gonna have some cheeseburger patties. I know I've been like having a lot of cheeseburger patties because I had a big slab of ground meat that I've been wanting to kind of eat and finish up. So tonight I made 2 patties to just finish off the rest of that meat. So we're each gonna have a cheeseburger patty, and this time I'm gonna give it the work. So I'm gonna add the tomatoes, I'm gonna add lettuce, I might add a cucumber, and I'm gonna add a little bit of sauce, the ketchup, the mayo. So it's gonna actually feel like an actual burger. Versus just like the patty with cheese like I did for breakfast this morning. Also gonna prep some butter garlic steak tips for us as well. Not even gonna lie to you guys, I don't know if I'm bugging. I haven't weighed myself today, but I feel lighter. Like I feel so much lighter today, and I'm in my luteal. During my luteal phase, like most of us, I feel like a fat cow. I really do. I feel so heavy usually, so lethargic. I'm just a few days away from my period. I'm usually feeling extremely bloated, extremely heavy, and I don't know, I feel light. I have this little top on and I feel comfortable in it. I don't know if the keto's working already. Okay, keto. And then I'm feeling skinny, you know, and I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna run with it. Have our steak tips, and I'm literally just gonna chop these up. I haven't washed them yet. I'm gonna keep all the fat on them because fat is good on the keto diet, especially healthy fats coming from animals. These scissors suck ass, and I don't know, I'm cutting them about this big. Okay, listen, I know some people are gonna tell you that you don't need to wash your meat, but I'm team wash your meat. Always, unless it's ground meat, because like how do you really wash ground meat? So I have to wash my meat at least a little bit. So I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of white vinegar, and then I'm just gonna run this under some cold water and just rinse it, because again, I don't like having meat that hasn't been washed. Meat has been rinsed, so now I'm gonna hit it with, and I don't measure anything, you guys. So, because I season until my ancestors tell me to stop. Onion powder, garlic powder. I'm going to do some Redmond real salt. This is one of the best salts that you can find out there. I ordered mine from Amazon. I don't think I'll need adobo, but I'll only do this if it needs a little bit more flavor. Black pepper. And this is not adobo, this is oregano. See, watch. See, this is oregano. It's Dominican oregano. My mom gave it to me. It's straight from DR. She milled it herself, and she put it in this giant adobo thing for me. So I have 2 garlic cloves here. I'm gonna grate these into this just because I know I'm putting garlic powder, but I have a very heavy garlic hand. Truly, there's no amount of garlic powder that compares to putting actual fresh garlic into your food. Oregano, onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, which could even be skipped since I'm doing garlic cloves. I'm gonna do some salt. I always start with just a little bit of salt just because I don't like to over salt my food. Olive oil just so that it's easier to mix. Black pepper. I don't have a mixer. But what I do have is a hand grater, and my mom showed me this hack and I have never went back. Because usually I remember those mincers are so hard to close, and low-key it feels like they give me carpal tunnel, so I don't like those. But this right here is just like a game changer. Then I'm just gonna mix it. This is what the steak tips look like. I'm gonna make sure I put them on a really hot pan, leave it on high with some olive oil in there, and then I'm just gonna put these all on there so they can start cooking. Alright, you guys, so here is my beautiful, gorgeous dinner plate. My steak tips. I have half of an avocado, which I'm just going to put in here because you guys know I have the avocado egg right now. But as long as it's like blending in there, I won't care. Cheeseburger patty with some cherry tomatoes and a little bit of pickled onions. This, I'm not going to eat all of this. I'm going to share it with Andrew, but I'm going to take maybe like a little bit of this and just put it on the burger. It's just sugar-free ketchup, mayo, and a little bit of relish. Is that not the most delicious plate you've ever seen? Absolutely gorgeous. All right, you guys, it is currently 9:51. It is day 2 of the keto journey. Really want a piece of chocolate right now. I got the alert from the period app that my period's coming in 5 days. Really feeling it. Right now, I would ideally be sitting here watching one of my trash shows with a bag of hot Cheetos in one hand and an almond Snickers in the other. And I can't do that right now. You know, because in the name of the keto challenge, I'm not allowed. You are the worst.
Show it.
No, you're the worst. Look what he threw me. You just want me to fail, don't you? Diablo, man. Pero como un marido así no se necesita enemigo, dime. He is literally praying on my downfall. But I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna come out strong. I don't think I said it in this vlog per se, but he's joining me on this challenge. So we're both keto guidos for the month of March. And he's determined to win, but I'm gonna beat him. He's gonna fold. I know he's gonna fold. But right now, man, I really, really want some chocolate. It's like really bad. But I'm gonna have some water. You know what? I'm gonna go to bed. That's what I'm gonna do. Because the longer I'm up, the more possibilities there are for me to make a bad decision. So I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. Yeah, I feel full though. I feel really, really full and satiated. That dinner was absolutely delicious. The steak tips were so good, and the burger was right on point. I felt really, really full, like to the point where like I almost couldn't eat the last 2 steak tips because I was like, oh my god, like I'm like really full right now. But I still ate them anyways. I feel like I'm gonna explode, but I still want something sweet. So there's that. And like I want chocolate. Like I don't want fruits. Like I have melon and I have strawberries. I got blueberries. I got all that in the fridge. That's sweet. I don't want that. I want chocolate. So that is my dilemma right now. But we're gonna keep fighting the good fight. Going to sleep, y'all. Good night. Today's Wednesday and I'm working from home. Now I'm just getting around to breaking my fast. It is 11:53 a.m. basically noontime. So what I've been doing and what's been working for me so far, especially while being in the office the first part of the week, is doing my workout and stuff in the morning, and then I will have my energizing tea and I'll hold off on eating until about 11. And at 11, I'll break my fast. So I am doing some like intermittent fasting. It wasn't really intentional. I didn't think that would be a part of my plan, but I find that it is working for me. So it is 11:53. It's later than I wanted it to be, but in between meetings and other things that I've been doing for work, now is when I'm actually getting a chance to eat my food. It's also time for the baby to have her food as well. So I'm going to show you guys my toddler's breakfast. So what I've been finding has been working is just having a really big breakfast / lunch to hold me over so that I'm really nice and full with a lot of protein. Noticing that instead of 3 meals a day, I'm doing more like 2 big meals a day, and I feel like that's been working out for me. I have an omelet with 3 eggs, some ham, peppers, onions, and cheese. Then I have some ham steak, and then I have some leftover steak tips from last night. And then I really have a sweet tooth this morning, so I'm gonna just have some strawberries and blueberries on the side. And then for the baby, she's having basically the same exact thing, but she's gonna have some avocado with her breakfast because she's very into avocados right now. What do you think is inside? Say open and it will open. Say open. Gold. What does the bus do? You want to sing? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round.
Red bus.
Huh?
Red bus.
Red bus, yes. Say bye bye bus. Bye bye. Can you say bye bye bus? Bubble gum. Icky, sticky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Makes your hand stick to your head. Stick it to your head. And you pull them. And you pull them. And you pull them away. High five. Yay. There's her
What coat?
I know it's cold, right? You want to go outside?
No.
4:15 and I'm about to start dinner prep. Avery is still down for her nap. She's taking a really good nap, and that always kind of scares me. When she naps this late into the day, that just means she's gonna fall asleep late tonight, and I have to be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow for the gym and to go to the office. So that just, I'm really just screwing myself right now with her sleeping in this much. But I'm letting her get some rest. I'll probably open the door at 4:30 so she can just like passively start waking up. So I'm about to make one of my favorites, my chicken turkey meatballs. Pretty simple recipe, and when it comes to meatballs, I'm very, very picky because 1, I just never know what people are putting in their meatballs. 2, meatballs are very specific because you have to be very clean when you're making them. And 3, you know, again, you just don't know how people are making their meatballs. So one of my favorite things to make are chicken turkey meatballs, but I'm gonna make them keto today, which means I'm not gonna use breadcrumbs. I typically would use breadcrumbs in my non-keto recipe, but you guys know I'm a keto guido for the month of March. Is it guido for the girls? I don't know. If you understand the reference keto guido, just know that you and me were right here. We are one. If you don't know, that's from Jersey Shore. So yeah, let's get to the meatball prep. bowl, I have a pound of chicken and I have a pound of ground turkey. Then I'm going to throw over it these 2 to 3 tablespoons of sazon. This right here is a Caribbean staple. I've made it before on my channel. It's a blend of a ton of delicious vegetables to create this green paste right here. We put it in all of our food as Caribbean. I'm gonna hit it with this packet of chicken bouillon. Then I'm also gonna do my onion powder, garlic powder, and egg. And I'm going to grate some carrots and garlic into this. Really big life hack, especially if you have kids who don't like vegetables. If you want to grate like any type of vegetable or kind of sneak it in here, some spinach, some carrots, peppers, anything in here, meatballs is a great way to get your kids to eat more vegetables. Once I put every ingredient that I need to put in the meatballs, I'm going to top it off with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then I'm gonna get to mixing. This is the fun part. Make sure you're wearing some gloves, okay? Because meatballs can be really, really nasty and get really in between your fingernails. So always grab some gloves and just mix it all up until everything is well combined. Or not keto, this is where I would throw in about half a cup of breadcrumbs in here. It's just gonna make it that much better, but because I'm keto right now, I'm not doing that. Once the meatball mixture is pretty much looking like this, I'm going to start assembling my meatballs. And to do that, you could grab a cookie scoop, an ice cream scoop. It really depends how big you want the meatballs. I could not find for the life of me my cookie scoop, so I just kind of freehanded it, and they ended up coming out bigger, which ended up working out. But yeah, just a tip, make sure that you have like a cookie scoop or something. It's really going to be a lot easier than using your hands. For this part, I do remove my gloves because they're just going to get stuck to the gloves and it's going to drive me nuts. So just wash your hands really good. These meatballs didn't have any breadcrumbs in them, any flour or anything to help kind of adhere them a lot better. For that reason, the meatballs kept getting stuck to my hands. So I had Andrew just spray some olive oil spray on my hands, and that did help a ton. Have a good amount of oil on your hands to help the meatballs not adhere to your skin, because that's very, very annoying. Once I'm done forming the meatballs, I'm going to get a very hot pan and put some olive oil in there. Make sure that before you put your meatball on, that pan is super duper hot so that the meatballs don't get stuck to the pan and aren't rolling around in cold oil. You don't want that. When you're cooking these, you want to cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes depending on how big they are. Mine are about 2 to 3 inches big. And then you want to flip them over. Because these are chicken and turkey, you want to make sure they are well done. And then that's it. That's basically how I make my chicken and turkey meatballs.
All right, first batch of meatballs are done. They're gorgeous, if I don't say so myself. These actually came out pretty big. I usually never do the meatballs this big. So I'm cooking them in batches because the pan that I have it only takes about 12. And when you cook these, because Jesus, you almost bit my finger off. Are you good?
Mommy, you want to watch it?
Really good.
You gotta tell the vlog the energy was not there, sir. They're not convinced. Cooking them in batches of 12, and I ended up making 32 meatballs. I don't know what I'm gonna make on the side today. I'm considering making another cucumber radish salad. Or not a cucumber because I didn't make cucumber the other day, but a radish salad, and this time adding some cucumber. Or when I was cleaning out my freezer the other day, I noticed I had this from Trader Joe's. It's this spicy Mexican rice cauliflower. I tried this once. I do find it to be pretty spicy, so I could also do this on the side. That's probably what I'm struggling with the most right now, is figuring out what side dishes I can make on keto. All right, you guys, here's the dinner. All right, so here we have the chicken turkey meatballs. I have about 7 ounces of meatballs here, so that is more than enough protein. I ended up making the cauliflower rice just because it's been sitting in the freezer for a couple of months since the last time I went to Trader Joe's, probably like the holidays. And I figured I'd just make it. Figured I could just meal prep for tomorrow because I'm going into the office, and I could just meal prep myself a lunch with the leftover cauliflower rice and the meatballs because there were plenty of extra meatballs. And then I made myself a cucumber radish salad. So this is dinner, and I'm really excited to eat. I actually wanted to try the cauliflower rice here on camera with you guys. I did get a little tiny taste of it before it was cooked, and it was pretty spicy. Great flavor. Wow, that does have a kick. It's really good though. And it has 5 carbs for 1 whole cup of the cauliflower rice, and I did half a cup, so 2.5 carbs, not bad at all.
Guys, I just got the sweetest package, and it's from my BFF. She got me a birthday gift. Lynette, if you're watching this, I love you so much. I don't even know what's in there, but I just love it knowing that she's always so thoughtful with her gifts. Such a beautiful person. I've talked about her before on the channel, but her and I love to send each other care packages. She lives in PA, I live in Massachusetts. Not able to see each other frequently or even much at all, but every time we see each other, it's just we connect on that level, and I so wish I had her closer to me because I really could use more genuine mom friends. Because one thing that I struggled with as an adult, and I have no shame admitting it, is truly making good friends, people that I could trust blindly. Like, I have struggled so hard to find a tribe of like women that I could trust as an adult. Making adult friendships is so incredibly hard, and when you have somebody that you vibe with, that you can trust, that you love, and they've been your friend for years and years and years, that is such a beautiful friendship to have. It's a friendship that I will forever pour water into, and just I'm so grateful to have. So I'm about to open her package and I'm gonna share whatever I can with you. So I'm excited. Oh, let me show you. Oh, I also Amazon came and they also dropped off the lunchbox. I think I was telling you guys yesterday that I needed to order a lunchbox. What is all this today? Hold on, that's better. So I ordered a lunchbox because I was like, you know what, enough is enough. What the hell am I waiting for? Stop procrastinating. So right when I said that yesterday, I went on Amazon. I just like scrolled and I found something that I liked. And I came up with this one. This black and white striped one. Oh, it's cute. It's like 10 bucks or something. Insulated. I just really wanted something with cup holders and a zipper or a pocket of some sort. And something that would be big enough for me to put like my rectangle shaped containers in. And this is pretty much perfect. I like the black and white stripes and the brown accent detail. Very cute. I will link it for you guys down below if you're looking for a new lunchbox. I don't know, maybe if you're like me, you need a sign to stop taking your lunch to work in a plastic bag. Okay, girl, $10 is all you need. Go on Amazon. Get you a lunch bag so you can stop walking around with a freaking Walmart plastic bag. It's not cute, you know? I have no idea what's in here, but I already love it. Oh, it's so cute. Lynette, what the heck? You're always so thoughtful and intentional. I truly love her so much. I love me some pink. It smells good. Girl, what you put in here? Mmm, smells so good. It says BFF. I'm gonna read this card privately. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, ooh. Love this. Oh, it's so cute. I've been needing some new pajamas. I was literally thinking to myself, I was like, I need to upgrade my pajamas because what the hell? These are silk satin pajamas and they're pink. I love them. This is so thoughtful. Thank you so much. I'm gonna send her this video so she can watch this part. So I'm talking to Lynette right now, y'all. Okay, don't mind me. I'm talking to my BFF. It's a candle. Oh, that smells good. Is that what I was smelling in here? Not me doing this, like y'all could smell it. This is one of those things that like once the candle's done, you could just use it for like Q-tips or something. I love a candle container that I could repurpose. Oh, you know me, girl. You know I love me my mugs. And I was like literally like, I need to get my spring mug because Andrew recently decluttered the cabinets and I think he broke my spring mug, the one with the blue flowers that I had last year. If you guys have been around, you know exactly which one that was. I used it like all the way through like the holidays almost. I need a new mug, so this is awesome. Thank you so much. It says coffee break and it's nice and big, which is perfect. Ooh, what's this? Is this a pillowcase? Girl, don't tell me this is a pillowcase because not me cutting my whole head off while I'm talking. Not the satin pillowcase. See, my girl just knows me so well. All the girls with good hair care know you gotta sleep on a satin pillowcase. This is perfect. I love this. Lynette, I love you. Thank you so much. And to any of you guys who are watching this, please always pour into your friends, okay? Especially if you have friends that you love and value. Always pour back into them. It could be through gifts. It could be through acts of service. Little things to remind the people that you love them are so important. And I feel really loved right now, so thank you, Lynette. Morning. Crooked. Good morning, you guys. It's Thursday morning and I'm about to head out to the gym and then go to work. I'm excited because I'm packing my lunch. I've been up since 5. I did about everything that I needed to do. I made the girls their breakfast. I made sure my lunch was ready to go. And I put a pot roast to cook for the day so that we can have that for dinner tonight. And I'm packing my little lunch. This is the first time I use my little lunch box. So for lunch today, I'm packing myself the chicken turkey meatballs that I had from yesterday. I made myself a ham steak because I freaking love this stuff. And then half a cup of the cauliflower, the spicy cauliflower rice from Trader Joe's that I had yesterday for dinner. So this is going to be lunch for work. I also made myself 2 soft-boiled eggs. I left them for 7 minutes, so hopefully the yolk is runny so that I could throw it over the cauliflower rice. And then I have here 100 grams of cantaloupe. I measured it. I literally weighed it because cantaloupe, if you're not careful, could get high in carbs. But if you do 100 grams of cantaloupe, that's 13 carbs. And again, on keto, you could afford to have up to 50 grams of carbs per day. And then I have my protein shake that I'll be taking so that I can have that after my workout. This is my gym water bottle. I'm gonna fill it up. I'm gonna add some electrolytes in here. Yesterday, you guys, after I finished vlogging, yesterday evening, I started getting, you guys, this headache. Pero un dolor de cabeza, señores. Like, this piercing headache. And I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? It was so bad. It was like a very piercing headache, very annoying headache. And I was like, oh my God. And I had some water with electrolytes and it slowly started going away. But oh my God, that was so bad. The other thing too is I have been peeing so freaking much. Like, look, it literally is reminding me of when I was pregnant. I literally pee probably like 4 times a day. But when I sit down to pee, babes, I'm gonna be peeing for like 2 minutes. And I'm not even intentionally doing it. Like, I just have, I don't know, my bladder just holds a lot of pee. I don't wake up overnight to pee. I'm very lucky. I know. I'm very blessed. That's a flex. The fact that I don't wake up to pee, I think it's a flex. And last night, I went to pee like 4 times. I was so pissed because I was like, I want to be sleeping right now. Why am I getting up to pee so much? I was peeing so much overnight. Oh, and then the math started mathing. And I'm like, oh, so I'm definitely losing a lot of like water retention, I think. I don't know. So I really need to stay on top of these electrolytes. I'm having the Pure Aqua electrolyte drink mix. You can get this at Aldi. This is the grape flavor. This one is very keto friendly. 210 milligrams of sodium and less than 1 gram of carbs. So yeah, I'm gonna pack this up to take it and have it throughout the workout. Our delicious pot roast. If you do not have you a crock pot and you are a busy person, you need to get one ASAP, okay? It's only been like 1.5 years that I've been using mine, and it has been game-changing, especially for my work days, because I'm gone and out of the house for 8 hours, and it's so nice to be able to leave this meat cooking so that I don't have to do it. All I have to worry about when I get home is just worry about the sides, because the meat is already done, and I can't tell you how amazing that is. So highly recommend that you guys get yourself a slow cooker, crock pot, ASAP. Calling this a taco bowl. So I basically have 8 pounds, oh my God, no, not 8 pounds, 8 ounces of pot roast meat on the bottom. I have 3 grape tomatoes sliced in half. I have some cucumbers, about 2 slices, also sliced in little pieces, some pickled onions, a little bit of queso. I checked the back, and for 2 tablespoons of this queso, there are 0 added sugars and 3 carbs. I only did 1 tablespoon, so it's about 1.5 carb, I guess. I have some lettuce, and then on the bottom I have all my pot roast meat. So I'm about to have my dinner. This is the last thing I'm having for the day, and I'm gonna chug this with some electrolyte water. And other than that, I'm signing off for the day. This camera has been acting so weird this week with not being in focus when I needed to be in focus. Anyways, hello you guys, happy Friday. Had quite the day, my friend. It is now 4:30. I wanted to update you guys. I also wanted to do my weekly leave-in. I'm doing this one. I have to finish it. Do you guys remember when I got this? It was brand new. I'm proud of myself for finishing it. If you've been around here, then you already know what I'm doing. If you are newer here, I made a promise to myself to do a weekly deep conditioner every single week as part of just being better and being more intentional with my hair care. I have still been doing it behind the scenes. I just haven't been showing it on the vlog. I'm not really sure why. Oh, the last vlog was, what was the last vlog? It was a Q&A, so I know I tried to dedicate most of that video to a Q&A, so I didn't do it there. And then the following video, what did I do in the last vlog? I was talking about my diet a lot. I was talking about starting the keto diet and stuff. Anyways, girl, I don't know. It's been getting away from me. I've been forgetting to show y'all, but just know it has still been getting done. Y'all see this? It's about to be done. I'm gonna finish it today, actually. I wanted to update you guys on my first 5 days of keto. I was gonna say first week, but it really hasn't been a full week. I started it this past Monday on the 3rd. So it won't be a week until next Monday, but at that point that's going to be a new vlog. So I figured I'd just get on and kind of update you guys on where I'm at 5 days later, and how I'm feeling and symptoms and things that have kind of just come up through keto. I don't know if any of you guys are doing keto, and again, I've talked about this. I'm not trying to influence you to do keto. I have no idea if keto is going to work for me in the long run. This is just something that me and my fiance decided to jump on and try out, but I am in no way trying to influence you or tell you that this is something that you have to do. I truly just want to lose a couple pounds, and I really just want to lock in and challenge myself to try this diet and see if it really works for me. I tend to be the type of person that rules things out, but not without giving them a fair shot, and that's what happened to me years ago. I tried out keto for 2 weeks, and I tried it very inconsistently, and then I ruled it out. I never really gave it a full shot, so this is my chance of giving it a full shot and really challenging myself, challenging my discipline, and just trying to really lock in on this and see if I can get some real results on keto. So far this week, I have felt pretty good. So what I've been doing is I have been intermittent fasting. So I'll usually start my day with water, with lemon, which you guys have seen me do so many times. It's great for your gut health, it's great for your immunity, it's great for bloating. So I start my mornings with that, and then I'll just have a ton of water. What I've been doing this week is implementing water with electrolytes, because I have noticed that I've started getting weird headaches, and I do have a caffeine addiction. I typically have to have caffeine by like 9-10 a.m. because if not, then I'll start getting a caffeine headache. Usually I'll have to have like a tea or a coffee in the mornings. I usually have been going with a tea lately because I can't really have the creamer that I like to have in my coffees because of the sugar, so I've just been doing tea. And even with my tea and my caffeine, I'll still have headaches. So the way that I've been trying to combat that is just making sure that my water has a ton of electrolytes. If it's a gym morning for me, I typically wake up at 5 a.m. If it's not, I'll typically wake up at like 6:30. I'm typically breaking my fast around 11 a.m. and then I stop eating around 7 p.m. So I have an 8-hour eating window, and then I won't eat again until the next day. And that hasn't been too hard for me. I've kind of been trying to train myself over the past few months. I haven't been consistent with it, but I have been trying to train myself to intermittent fast. So that's been pretty helpful, because now that I'm very intentionally intermittent fasting, it's nice that I kind of had those routines in me already where it wasn't so difficult to make that adjustment. So that's one thing that I've been doing. Water with electrolytes, which I already talked about. As of day 3, I started noticing a lot of peeing. Like, I am talking having to pee every like 30-40 minutes, like, which is very unlike me. I'm not the type of person that pees that often. I'm the type of person that could hold out, but by the time I pee, I'm peeing for like 3 minutes. I always like to say I have the bladder of an elephant for a small person, because I could hold my pee like crazy. Whether that's a flex or not, I'm not really sure. When I tell you I'm peeing every 30-40 minutes, very unusual for me. So yeah, constant peeing has been a thing that has come up this week. I started getting some muscle cramps, kind of like in my abdomen area, a little bit higher even. And then I texted Andrew, I'm like, babe, are you getting cramps? Because I feel like I'm getting like really weird cramps. And he's like, I don't have cramps yet. Well, I'm reading that because you're severely reducing your carb intake, your body's going to start pulling from all these other sources, from all these other areas to try to replenish and try to fuel. And that could cause muscle cramps, not to mention you could also be dehydrated. So there's just so many elements. You're really putting your body through it when you start a diet like this. So cramps are a sign that, you know, your body's changing. Your body could also be converting to now using fat as fuel instead of looking for carbs. There's not a whole lot of carbs to pull from on keto. So I was just like, okay, well, maybe it's that. And then in the evening, I ended up getting my period. So I was like, okay, well, were they period cramps or were they muscle cramps? Now I'm not really sure what they were. I think they were still like muscle cramps though. My period cramps are very specific. They're very focused cramps in my very lower abdomen. So like these were a lot higher. So I feel like those were kind of more tied to keto. Also, my period came like 3 days early this month. I was expecting it to come on Monday, but it came yesterday, Thursday night. So that was different for me. I don't want to miss anything. Then what happens is I forget to say things, and then when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that. So yeah, frequent peeing starting day 3 of keto. Sugar cravings. I've had a lot of sugar cravings this week. I've mentioned a lot that I was going to be getting my period. So the week before my period, a couple days before my period, is when I'm at my worst. I want all the chocolate, all the junk food. I want all the crap. Like, give it to me. I want it all. So, and I didn't actually realize or put 2 and 2 together and think, wow, this was a really hard week for me to start keto, knowing what my body was going through about to start my period. So this was a very big test for me starting this week, but I passed it. I did not cave in. I had a lot of temptation to have candy and sweets and carbs, but I stuck with it and I didn't fold, so I'm proud of myself. When I started noticing that my sugar cravings were extremely bad, like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a chocolate right now. Well, I would just make myself another water with electrolytes. And the electrolytes, what happens is it's like a sweet and salty situation. If you put it in a lot of water, you can't really taste the electrolyte. What I would do is I would put it in like I would fill my Stanley like halfway, and then I'd put the electrolyte in. It'd be a little bit sweeter, so I feel like that would kind of help combat my sugar cravings in the moment. I know there are like keto chocolates and stuff. I just kind of really want to test myself this month and not give in and get anything that's like too close to like the stuff that I actually would eat. But I also, like, if it gets really bad, the cravings, then I will have to go get myself like a keto chocolate or a keto ice cream just to hold me over, because I'd rather have that than go get like Ben and Jerry's, you know. But I have lost 3 pounds this week. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have felt pretty skinny this week. I have not felt bloated at all, and that is amazing. I cannot stress how the week before my period I feel like I'm at least 4 months pregnant, and the fact that I have felt so skinny even in this moment. It's day 2 of my period, and I usually feel like a fat slob, honestly. Day 2 of my period, I feel like a whale, and I feel so light right now, which is really nice. It's very different. So yeah, I'm excited to keep this going, see how the weekend is gonna play out, because it's my first weekend on keto. Usually the weekend is when we kind of like, you know, get out of the diet a little bit, go out to eat and do like more outside stuff. So I'm really interested to see how I stick with it on the weekend, but we will have to see. I'm not gonna sit here and recommend keto to you guys, because I've already told you guys a million times that I have no idea what I'm doing, and I would never want to push or recommend something to somebody without even fully having some results for myself. If you want to do keto, join me and we could kind of go through this together. But if you don't, more power to you, you know. I'm just trying to document my journey to you guys and show you guys what I'm up to. So yeah, I'm going to end the vlog here because it's going to be a very low-key evening. I'm loving that it's still light at 4 o'clock, by the way. It's so nice. It's almost 4:45 and it's so light right now. I think daylight savings is next week, which is really exciting. Really bad cramps right now, so I really just want a heat pad and some pork rinds and to go lay on my couch and rot with my kids. Hope that you guys enjoyed this, what I eat in a day. I hope it gives you some inspiration, whether you're keto or not. If you are not keto or low carb, I hope that this still gives you some inspo. All you gotta do is put the side that you want. Obviously I can't have carbs right now. I can't have potatoes, sweet potatoes, and I can't have much for vegetables, but if you could have that in your diet, then go ahead and do that alongside whatever meats and proteins I was cooking this week. It gave you some inspiration for something that you could make for you and for your family. If you would like more what I eat, let me know. Leave me a comment, that helps me a ton. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.